They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready to break.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
They'll try the left side. It's Gross. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Finding some room in midfield. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
61, match box, lights.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Shoot. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel. You're out. Check. 80 weapon. Get it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Down. 60 outlaw.
54. Right, 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Zoo.
54.
2nd and 9 now. Got him in. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl.
Look, squeeze.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Door.
Shit. Hey.
Shoot.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
10. Shit. Set. X3. 218. Chop.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To the right side, this is Henderson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Cut. 180. DC. Here we go. Do. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. 12. Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Protein spill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go, let's go. At their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Goff. It's caught by Davis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Gone. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
We go tonight. 180.
Right, sweetheart. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
2 for 66. Hey, Charlie.
Let's bring it. Hey, watch it.
All right.
Goff on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check, check. Leo. Back.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, dog.
Hey, kill.
The right side here with Ware. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 4 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Touchdown, Packers! Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Goff completes it to Davis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
There's Goff. And able to find Kirk complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Bring on. 180. Value 3, value 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
180. Alpha.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Motion, reset. Smooth. Reset. Mike, 2 for 1.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about it.
He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before break here. Goff. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
That second down play nets a -4.
Ready?
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, Sam off.
On third down, Gross. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Running on first down with Ware. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
36. Hey, kill. No.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They go again with Ware. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
True draw quarters. Hey.
On first down, it's Gross, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here I come. Shit. He gave
80 weapon.
Hey, switch gears. Mike's 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hit it.
Mike's 5 forward. Get your swerve on!
Hey, watch that. Chase, team 6. Team 6.
I'm coming!
Step.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
76.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
65.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check 50. Check.
Hard.
On second down, it's Gross, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Check.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check 26. Check 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
54. Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 4. Check 4.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
From the 22, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
General West, 2 for 1. Hey, Haywood. Check 13. Check 13.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing now. Goff.
Come on, DB. Come on.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Check 3. Check 3. Check. Hey, echo.
Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You better bring. DC. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check.
On 1st down. Where? It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Shell. Rush in. You go tight. You got tight right there. What's that? Recon, 132 fighter. 54. Silver. 14. Switch it to 14. 54. Go. Check. Watch 54.
Goff going to throw it. And that's complete to Cooks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
54 Mike. Time to go, night.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Los Angeles, The wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I